Hey everybody, I'm excited to work out with you this morning. So if you're joining me live, let me know. You guys know the drill. Let me know that you're here, kind of check in. Hey Erin, I'm doing Pilates live with you this morning. And you're really not gonna need a whole lot of equipment. This is going to be a Pilates mat style class. I've done these before. Basically what that means is we're gonna be down on our mat throughout the entire class, and it is going to be awesome. So if you're looking for a crazy, effective, intense, lower body, glutes, thighs workout, you are in the right place this morning. So here's what you'll need. Just a mat. I've got a little extra padding, kind of something that I usually have close by for all my workouts. I suggest today you doing the same. So you can have a second mat that's rolled up, or a towel, or a pillow, but we're gonna be on hands and knees a little bit, and sometimes those get sore if your ground is a little bit hard. So have something extra for padding, and then this is gonna be like no equipment needed. However, I think there's like 2 moves maybe where it will be optional to use a loop band. So if you have a loop band, kind of a stronger strength loop band, this is a lower body day, grab that, have it nearby, and then if you want to use it, you can. That's all you need. So once you've got your mat and maybe a little extra padding, if you have a loop band, have that nearby, and you'll have that as an option. Grab some water. If you like to listen to music when you work out, turn that on, get that set up, and we're gonna get started here pretty quick. So once you have your mat, or your blanket or towel, or whatever you're gonna use on the ground, you can go ahead and sit down. Don't get too comfortable, because we're gonna get started and get a good workout in. Hey guys, get down on the ground. That was my parents just said hello. My mom and dad are visiting from Utah this week. Yeah, so that's all. I'm gonna come close and say hello to those of you that let me know that you're here at the beginning of class. Everybody at home who doesn't have access to the live chat, I'm saying hi to you too. So let me come in here close and say hi to Jody, Lisa, and Courtney, and then hello to everybody else who hasn't had a chance to say, hey, I'm here too. All right, you guys ready? Let's get started. First things first, we're just gonna have a seat on our mat, and then you can slowly roll out to the floor. Getting nice and comfy down here, feet hip width apart, and all we're gonna do to get started is lift our backside off the ground, and you're just gonna hold. So I want you to hold it here for a second. You can just relax those arms. I want you to keep your hips up nice and high. Tuck those hips up and under so you're squeezing your backside. And we're just gonna hold this bridge position while you're here. I want you to kind of start paying attention to your breathing, focusing on your core, flexing that core. We're just gonna hold right here and breathe, all right? Now, after you kind of get grounded, feeling the earth beneath your feet, getting that core nice and tight, we're gonna start to move. It's gonna be a subtle movement at first. So I just want you to kind of relax and then tuck your hips and squeeze your glutes. Relax and tuck and squeeze. So it's a small, high movement. And I want lots of mind-body connection. So we're working on our lower half today. We did a Pilates class, let's see, what's today? Friday, so it would have been Wednesday, where we worked our upper body, and it was so good and so effective, minimal equipment. It's kind of the idea today, only we're gonna be working that lower body. So Pilates is such a great practice. I encourage everybody to throw some Pilates into their workouts, but you do need to be mindful of what you're working. It's so effective if you can focus on the muscle group that you're working and focus on engaging that muscle. So right now, it's our glutes. So you want to tuck and then squeeze your butt cheeks together at the top. Pretend like I gave you $100 and you get to keep that $100, but you have to hold it in between your cheeks and you can't let it go. Just gonna breathe through this. Just having that connection, you don't need weight. If you're squeezing those glutes, you're gonna feel it. Random side note, so most of you guys know I live in the country, and they are spraying with a crop duster, which if you don't know what a crop duster is, I didn't until, I moved out in the country, but it's a plane that dives really low and puts fertilizer or whatever they choose on the crops. And they are doing that to the field right next to my house. So this plane is like buzzing my roof and it sounds really loud in here. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it at home, but if you hear some weird noises, it might be my crop duster friend who is buzzing my house right now. All right, we're gonna do 5 more, and my backside is already feeling this pretty good. 3, 2, and then we're just gonna hold our backside up nice and high. Don't move your feet, just keep your backside up, and you're gonna pinch your knees together. It doesn't have to be super fast, but 2 things are gonna force your glutes to engage here. Those inner thighs will work as well. Keeping your hips up as high as you can, and then getting your knees as close together as you can. If you can get them to touch, all the better, all right? Your body's gonna create resistance. It's gonna say, no, I don't want my knees to touch. This is a weird position, but if you really fight against that resistance that your body's making, you're gonna feel those glutes like crazy. All right, we're going to do about 8 more. Keep those hips up. All right, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, last 1. Hold those hips up. Now keep your heels where they're at, but turn your toes out, all right? Now we're just gonna do a little lift. This is burning way worse than I thought. Right here at the beginning of class. That's great. I'm just going to tell myself it's because I have such a good mind-body connection. I'm working my glutes so efficiently right now. All right, it's just that simple tuck and squeeze. And let's do about 10 more, just real deliberate, really focused. You got about 6 more-ish. 6, 5, 4, 3. Are you still squeezing your glutes at the top? 2. Last one, hold it. Now you're gonna keep those glutes high, leave your feet where they're at, but push your knees out as wide as you can get them. And then little pushes out. Keep those hips up. Now, same thing applies here. Your body's gonna create the resistance, so push past that resistance. Hips are real high here. It's just a small outward push. You don't need to come in very much at all. We're gonna do about 10. Keep those hips up real high. Woo! Let's go with 10. How about 6 more? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. You're going to bring your knees back to a fairly neutral position. Leave your heels where they're at and turn your toes inward. Okay? Toes inward. Get those hips high. Ready? We're going to do a little lift. Tuck and squeeze with those toes inward. You're still kind of pushing through your heels. Those toes are facing in. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. I mean, that kind of depends on your own range of motion. But get those toes angled in. We're getting towards the end of the set, so here's where it's really hard to squeeze your backside. But do your best. It's that little tuck, and then you want to squeeze those cheeks. All right. 10, sound good? Yeah. 10, 9, and 8. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're going to tuck and hold. Here's the last move, all right? Leave your feet right where they're at. Keep your hips super high. Bring your knees in as close as you can get them and give me little tap squeezes together. Keep those hips high. Inner thighs and glutes right here at the end. I'm going to do my best to breathe because, oh my goodness, does it burn? And we're going to shoot here for 10 more little squeezes. But what I want from you is I want you to push your hips up higher than you think you can hold them. Okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as usual, my legs are so tired, I have to help my backside down, all the way down. All right, give those knees a squeeze, maybe a little circle with your legs. Work out those glutes and inner thighs for just a second before we move on. All right, rock and roll up to a seated position. How are we feeling after that warm up, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna be on our side. Just kind of mirror me, head at this side, and then we will be up on one knee. So what I like to do is take my extra padding, and you might have to arrange it again, but I'm gonna put it under my knee. So start out just on your side like this. We're gonna pick this hip up, so your knee might need a little extra padding. Top leg is straight. Here's what I want. Once you get in this position, just go ahead and pick that hip up, and as I can see, I already have to kind of move my knee. Now, if your bottom wrist or hand gets really tired in this upright position, you can bring it down like that if you need, all right? Enough chit chat. I think I'm gonna use this under my wrist. There's an option too, or roll up the top of your mat. All right, you in this position? You're gonna pick up your top leg, and all we're gonna do is a sweep forward and back, all right? That's it for now. Don't be afraid to make this sweep big. So notice how I'm hinging at the waist and kind of poking my backside back. That is great. The bigger you make this movement and the higher you keep your leg off the ground, the more intense it's going to be. And it's going to work the leg you're lifting and the leg that you are kneeling on. And again, this is challenging me today, so I'm going to have to really focus on breathing. Center myself and breathe. It must be Friday. All my muscles are sore. All right. Can we do 10? And 9. 8. If you're not feeling it, get this leg up higher. 6. 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one, don't put that foot down. You're gonna circle forward. Whoo! Circle it forward. For 5. 4, as big as you can. 3. 2. Last one, and then we're gonna go in reverse. 5. 4, 3, 2, last one, and then just a lift. Straight leg lift. Here's where we end for 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg in. Same. We're going to give ourselves a little stretch. Get off this arm. Little stretch here. Wonderful. And then we're going to come on up. Get off your arms just for a second. We're going to end up back on all fours. You still might want to keep your padding under your knees. All right. I'm going to face you. We'll see if this works out to see what I got going. So the same leg that was down, we're going to leave it down here as well. If your arms start to get too tired, and I might shift so that you can see better, but I want you to mirror me to start with. We're going to be on all fours. That same leg stays down. The other leg, you're going to pick it up, and I want you to tap your knee behind the other knee on the ground. And then you're going to bring your knee like you were trying to touch it to your forehead. Okay? So tap behind, touch. Tap behind, touch. I want you to get started right now. And then I'm going to turn so you can see this from the side. If you're like, what are you talking about, Erin? But keep going. All right. So from the side, we tap behind and try to touch your forehead. Touch. Tap so that knee needs to hit the ground behind your other knee. Some of you might be able to touch your forehead. We'll have to ask that at the end of class. I can't. And it doesn't really matter for the efficiency of the move. But that'll be a question. Who could touch their forehead with their knee? All right, we're going to do 10, 9, and 8. Oh, there goes my plane. Can you guys hear it? 7, 6. Well, it's not my plane. Wouldn't that be cool, though? 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one now. Follow along. We're going to move quickly. Fire hydrant. Knee to forehead. Fire hydrant. Knee to forehead. Fire hydrant. Bring it in. We're kind of going to go full circle here. So in just a second, you're going to do a fire hydrant, and instead of bringing your knee to your forehead, you're going to push your foot back to the sky, but not yet. 8, 7, 6. Man, oh man, can I feel this in my glutes? 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now you've got your fire hydrant. Push it up. Fire hydrant. Push. Now if those arms are starting to get tired, go down to one elbow. You can swap elbows if you need in just a second. Out and up. Out and up. We're going to go with 8, and then we're going to do our final tap behind sweep. I'll show you what that is. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Tap behind, straight leg sweep it out. Tap behind, straight leg sweep. So get that leg up nice and high. Just kind of kick it out and sweep it around. The higher you keep your leg on the sweep, the more intense that kneeling glute is going to feel this. And we have got 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Sit back in child's pose. Now, final move on this one same glute. So, the leg you are kneeling on, remember which one that is. It shouldn't be hard right now because it's the one that's really tired. Can you guys hear that? Seriously, that plane? Crazy! All right, same leg that you've been kneeling on. You are going to, let me go to this side so you can see. That same leg, it's going to be down on the ground. We can finally get off our knees. Down on the ground. Feet are planted firmly, hip width apart. We're just going to pick that backside up again. Okay. Now, this one glute, and I want you working while I'm talking, so get those booties up. We have really fatigued this one leg that's been down. It's going to stay down. We're going to do a one-legged version of a hip lift that you will love, but if you get too exhausted, you can come to 2 feet and just give me a hip lift just like that, but you don't get to quit, all right? If you want to try one leg with me, you may need to be here with those arms or here if you feel unstable picking up one foot, but the leg that's been down this whole time stays down. Other leg comes up, okay? Keep your hip up. You're just gonna give it a little jab, 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 okay? Keep this hip up. Jab that toe out. The higher you keep this hip, the more intense it's gonna be. We're gonna do a few, and then you're gonna give me 3 jabs moving upward, and I'll show you what that looks like, okay? Give me 3 more just right here. 2, 1. Now follow along. Jab straight out. Center up. Now, some of this, how high you can do your little jab, is going to depend on how flexible you are. You don't need to go super fast. Focus on straightening your leg, especially at that top jab, okay? Jab, jab, work it back down. All right, we're gonna go 3 more up. Here we go. 3. 2. And 1. And hold. Cross it over. Push that hip up. Give me little, tiny pressing hip lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And set it down. I think we have finished off that leg in this 3-move set. So shake it out. Grab that knee, bring it to your chest, circle out your ankle, If you need to, you can kind of bring it across for just a second. And we're working on out. Okay, knees to chest. Bring it all the way up. And we're gonna start over on the other side. So I'm gonna grab my padding for my knee again. It was a long time ago. We did a whole bunch of stuff on that one leg, but where we started was that leaning leg lift. You remember that? Oh yeah, now you remember, right? And my towel acted as a little padding for my wrist, so if you want to do the same, easy peasy, there we go, or you can roll your mat up. So, we're gonna come on down, make sure that your padding is under your knee, straighten out that other leg, and we're just gonna pick ourselves up, and then you may need to adjust a little bit, like me, I need to come down this way a little bit more. All right, there we go. So we're at an angle. This leg is super tired, but we're gonna move it anyways. This leg is soon gonna match. Chest and hips, to me, lift your leg up, and we're just gonna sweep forward and back. So not only is this gonna start to engage your lower leg, but maybe kind of stretch out and work out that upper leg. Because man, did we just put it through its paces. Big, just a sweep forward and back. Keep it nice and high. All right, we're gonna do 10, 9, and 8. 7, you wanna be facing sideways. Don't turn and face the ground. Keep your chest and your hips to me. 3, 2, last one. Now you got a circle. You choose the direction. It does not matter because we're gonna do both. You've got 5, make it big. 4, 3, and then we're going the other way. For 5, 4, my voice is shaking. 3, 2, and 1, and then we're gonna hold and lift. Lift, do your best. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah! Little stretch, get off your arm. Much needed. Okay, then that same leg that was just down is gonna stay down. We're gonna turn and be on all fours here. For that tap behind, knee tuck. So the same leg that was down stays in place. Other leg lifted up. Tap, knee to forehead. Tap, tap. Make sure that knee hits the ground behind your other knee. And then get your knee as close to your forehead or your nose as you can. This was the one that I think just my glutes were like, no, stop. Stop doing this, it's so hard. And we're gonna do 10, and then you've got the fire hydrant knee to nose. So give me 10. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, here we go. Fire hydrant, tuck. Make it 2 separate movements. So bring it in, bring it up. In, up. Make each movement strong. You've got 10, 9, and 8, 7, 5. Remember, if your arms get tired, you can come here. 3, 2. Last one. And then we're going to push back and fire hydrant. Up and back. Now my other glute is so tired, it feels like I never switched legs. It feels like I've been doing this one leg the whole time. I'm like starting to question, did I switch legs? This leg hurts so bad, I must not have switched. But I think I did. All right, we've got 8 more. Then you're gonna give me that tap behind with the big sweep, right? So give me 8. 7, 6, 5, 3, oh my gosh. 2, 1. And then we tap behind, sweep. Tap, sweep. This is the end. It's gonna get pretty intense here, but that's okay. We got it. All right. 10, 9, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. And man, do I need that stretch? Okay. Again, it's probably not going to be very hard to remember, but the leg you've been kneeling on this whole time, we're still going to leave that leg down. I think I'll turn this way. That same leg, the tired leg, the one that's been down. We're going to roll on back. We're going to start with both our feet firmly planted on the ground. Hallelujah. Go ahead and pick that back side up. We're just going to hold for a second. Push your hips up. Ground yourself. That means pay attention to the earth under your feet, the earth under your back. Center yourself. Flex your core. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Feel your mat flowing all the way under your feet. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be up on your toes. Flat on those feet. All right. We're going to do that little kick out. One leg. If you need extra stability, you can be here or here. A lot of times I have to kind of scooch the foot I'm on in a little bit closer. All right. Pick up that foot. And we're going to do a little jab. Jab. Now, 2 things. Focus on keeping your hip up and then the straightening of the leg. Straighten, okay? Straighten. We're gonna go 5 and then we're making our way up. 4, 3, 2. Last one, and then go up and then down. That upward straightening of the leg is what just gets it. And up, middle, down. Middle, up, middle, and down. Hang in there. We're going to do 3 more. I'm going to try to keep my butt off the floor. 3. 2. And 1. Keep that hip up. Cross over. Push it even higher. Give me little, teeny lifts. Oh my gosh, I can finally breathe just a little bit. All right. Crank that hip up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to help it down. All right. Untangle those legs. Straighten them out. Shake it out for a second. We're going to hug our knees to our chest. Give yourself a second. Circle out your ankles. Make this free-flowing, whatever feels good to you. We're loosening up those hips, glutes, hamstrings. Just for a second. Squeeze it in. All right. We're going to rock and roll out to a seated position again. And because I'm worried about being short on time, we're going to throw this one in because I want to make sure we get it in. This is basically the one move today that you can use a loop band if you choose. You do not need to. It's just going to add a little extra resistance. So if you have a loop band and you want to try it, grab it. And we're going to slip that loop band just above our knees, just like that. And then we're going back down. All right. Now, feet are on the ground. We're going to start just by lifting our hips. And then I want you to take those feet out wide enough. Keep your feet parallel. So toes are not out, toes are not in, parallel. But take everything out wide enough that you've got some resistance on that band. If you are feeling like you cannot get enough resistance on your band, you can move the band under your knees and see if that helps, okay? All right, keep those hips up. Now, the leg that's closest to me, you're gonna come up on your toe, and then you're gonna just press that knee out, and then you're gonna come back, and then we're gonna switch, knee out, switch, okay? Use this time when we're switching to adjust where your feet are if you need, so that you can get the resistance that you need and you can get the range of motion going out. So you might want to take your feet farther from you, or you might want to take your feet closer. If you feel like you don't have very good range of motion, try something a little different. Move your feet. Take them farther apart, take them farther from your back side. You got options. So find a position that works well for you to do this range of motion. Up on a toe, push, switch, push. Now you can do this without a loop band. You just do the same motion and it works too. You don't need the loop band for this. And quite frankly, if your glutes are too tired and you can't stay up, you can get rid of the loop band. All right, we're gonna do 3. Alternating here. 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. And then I want you to come back to that front foot up on your toe. Just this foot. Push, push, out. Just this one side. Keep that back side up, out, and out. Try to keep your other leg that's flat-footed fairly neutral. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 1. Put this heel down, pick the other one up, push out and out. All right, should we do our 10? Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, I'm so shaky, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back to neutral, put both feet flat-footed, all right? Now, hips, down, up, both knees out, neutral, down, up, out, neutral. Now, even in that neutral position, don't let your knees come in very far. Keep pressure on your glute band always, okay? Out, neutral knees, down, and up. Breathe. You guys can hear my voice shaking. My legs are shaking like nobody's business. 10, 9, 8. We're almost there, I promise. Hang in there with me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, leave your hips up and your knees wide, okay? Now, this is gonna take a little adjusting. Keep your backside up. Come up on your toes, okay? Hips will go even higher. Now press out, out, out. You have 10 outward presses on your toes, 10 outward presses flat-footed, and we're done with this set, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to flat-footed, same thing, press, press, press. Keep those hips up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Help that backside down, right? Straighten your legs, give them a little shake. Big deep breath. We need it. And then you can hug your knees into your chest. Take that glute band off. And we're going to give those knees a hug. Oh, yes. Straighten one leg out. Bring it across just slightly. We're not done. We're just going to loosen things up just for a second. And then you'll switch. Hug it into your chest. Cross it over. Just a little bit. All right, nice work. Now both knees come to your chest. Rock and roll up. And we're going to roll forward onto our tummies. Now you're going to be laying flat on your stomach. If you find that your hips dig into your floor, then here's another opportunity to use that little bit of extra padding. You don't want to be lifted up really high through here. We're going to lie flat. So if you have something that's really high or fold it up a bunch, kind of flatten it out. But if you need a little extra protection for those hips or your tummy, if your tummy's uncomfortable when you lie flat on the ground, then that always helps. All right, I gotta see how much time. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're running out of time again. I just can't get everything in I need to. Okay, we're gonna lie flat. I want you to take your legs out fairly wide, and then we're gonna do our best to relax our upper body. Okay, so just lay down and relax that upper body. We're gonna start with just squeezing the glutes. That'll lift your legs up off the ground. And then relaxing, all right? Let's give it a try. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, and squeeze. So I want you to lift your legs off the ground simply because you're squeezing your glutes really hard. Try not to use your lower back. Relax everything else. Squeeze. You're going to start to feel some work in your hamstrings. A little bit here too. Your lower back will feel it. It's all kind of connected all through here. So it's going to happen, but I don't want this. Okay? So try to relax your low back. Squeeze those glutes. And we're going to go with 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold the squeeze, and you're going to curl just like that far, but my quads are off the ground. Straighten, relax. Squeeze, curl, straighten, relax. Squeeze, curl, straighten, relax. Keep those legs as high as you can. You can feel the resistance. Push against it. All right, we got 8 of these bad boys. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one, I want you to hold it here. Push, 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 push. Up and up. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now leave those legs up, straighten them out. They're off the ground still. Your back leg, toe down. Front leg up really high, lift. Little teeny lifts, relax that upper body. You can point your toe or you can go flat-footed, it doesn't matter. You're gonna feel it in your lower back, your hamstring, your glutes. It's all connected back there. We're gonna do it all, hang in there. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your leg up. Now this is not big. Out and back. Tiny. Keep it as high as you can. Just take it out and back. Your hips are still just firmly straight on to the ground. All right, there's one more move. So we're going out and back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I'm so shaky, 3, 2, leave your leg out, lift, 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 lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Toe down, foot up, lift. All right, nice job. Relax, we'll stretch out our lower back at the end of this. We're gonna finish the set here. And then I got one more thing in store for you. So keep pushing. 10 seconds as high as you can keep that back leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. We're going out and back. It's not big, but I do want you to keep your leg high. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and leave it out, and then lift up, 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 up. 10 seconds, here we go. 10, 9, and 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it fall. Nice work. We definitely need a little stretch in our low back. So I want you to push up to all fours. Sit back in child's pose to start with. Oh, yes, goodness. Then we're going to come up on all fours, do a little cat-cow. So start with a little tail wiggle. Loosen up your spine. And then we're going to look up and arch, down and round. Up and arch, down and round. And one more. And we're going to get a little crazy here. You're going to make it really fluid. Everything is just kind of circling upper body, lower body, kind of make it your own. You can go in the other direction. All right, final move. You guys ready for it? We get to be on our back, and you can use your loop band if you like. This is where class ends. Now, we just destroyed our lower back, hamstrings, glutes a little bit, but that last move on our tummy, glutes were kind of a secondary muscle that was working in tandem with our hamstrings. So I want to end with something that you will know your glutes are working. So that's what we got here. You're going to have a seat. Stick that loop band under your knees if you're using your loop band. We're going to start out. How much time have I got? Oh, goodness, we got a break. Okay, we're going to start out similar to a move we've already done. So I want you to lay on back, put the soles of your feet on your mat. Your loop band is below your knees instead of above, like we did before. And we're going to pick our hips up. Oh, can I do it? Come on, you got to get off the mat. Get off the mat. All right, leave those hips up. If you're too fatigued here at the end of class to do what I'm asking you to do, then you're just going to stay in this tabletop position and give me some lifts, or you can even just hold this if you need to, all right? Okay, loop bands under our knees. We're going to do that up on your toes, side push. So don't be afraid to adjust if you need to. So the leg closest to me, toe, push out. And then we're going to switch. So the alternating portion, it works, it's effective, but I also want you to use it to figure out if you need to adjust where your feet are. Okay. I want you to be able to press forward with that knee. This is the final set of class today. This was such a good class. Oh my gosh, my backside is done, and done. I am sore in my lats and my shoulders and my back from the Pilates class we did on Wednesday. So I'm loving this little extra Pilates this week. I kind of always love it when we change things up. Then it makes me feel alive. My husband always says when he gets sore, he's like, you gotta be uncomfortable. You gotta be hurting. It just makes me feel like I'm alive. He's joking, of course, but that's kind of how I feel this week. I am sore, and I definitely know I'm alive. He says, if I wasn't sore, I wouldn't even know I was alive. All right. Now we're gonna do 5 and 5. 4 and 4. I noticed my feet were slipping, so I brought them back in a little bit. 3, 3, 2, 2, Last one. And one. Now I want you to stay flat-footed for this one, but get those hips up. The leg closest to me, push out, out, out. So we're just trying to keep this leg neutral, okay? We did similar, but we were on our toes before, and our loop band was above our knees. These subtle changes make our body work in a slightly different way. Keep it guessing, keep it changing. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, out, out. So this leg stays as neutral as possible. We have got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Both knees out, out. Keep those hips up. Now, this is the end of the set, but we're going to finish. So we are going to do outward knee presses. We're going to do 3 positions, walking our feet out, and then bring our feet back in, and you're done. Keep your hips up, okay? You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, leave those knees wide. Okay, you're pushing outward on your band as you take a little step out. You might have to adjust your feet wider. Push out, out, out. Oh my gosh, I am so shaky. I'm feeling it in my lower back, in my glutes, in my hamstrings, my inner thighs. It's all there. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the pressure outward. You've got 1 more step out. You can be flat-footed or on your heels at this point, okay? Push, push. Keep those hips up. All right, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we have to make our way back. So not quite a 90-degree angle. Get those hips higher as you bring your feet in. Press out, out. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the pressure outward. Last step in. Get those hips real high. This is the finisher. I know your glutes are fried, but you gotta get pressure on that outward push. So take your feet wider if you need to. Here's our final push for 10, 9, 8. Push as hard as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the end of class. Drop that back side. We are going to take a second to stretch out our lower back and our glutes. So stick with me for just a second if you can, all right? We worked that area of our body so hard today. I think it's going to be important to do a little stretch. So bring those knees in. Give me a full body stretch. Breathe. Oh, we did it. We finished class and it's Friday. Yes. Bring it in. Oh man, oh man. And then we're going to take our legs to a 90-degree angle. You're going to take your back arm out and then bring your knees forward. Just let them fall. Stretching out that low back. Just relax in this position. Oh, that feels nice. Just kind of a light stretch for the low back. If your lower back is really tight or if you're injured, you might feel this way more intensely, this twisting motion. But if you're not injured, this is more of a light lower back stretch, which is what we want after all that work. Come back to a neutral knee position. We're going to go the other way. Drop them. Oh, and then just try to relax your back. Couple big deep breaths. save enough time to stretch. I'm expecting you guys to do that on your own, but I've got one more. So you're gonna come back to neutral, back knee, keep it in, front knee, straighten that leg, and then we're gonna really bring this whole thing across. So this is gonna give you a stretch in your glute and a much deeper stretch in your low back. You can use this hand to push your knee down if you need more of a stretch. And then we're gonna come back. We're just gonna swap it out. Arm comes out, bring it across. Oh, oh my goodness. And then we're gonna come back to a neutral spine position. Grab those knees and rock and roll up. That's that. We did it. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, if you have time, take some extra time to stretch today. If not, maybe you can squeeze some in this weekend. Let me know if you enjoyed this class. Let me know if you had a move or moves that you loved or that you hated. Give me just a thumbs up. Hey, I finished. I strived. I'm going to see if I can stand up and say hi to those of you that joined me live. But Lisa, you had to run a little early. Thanks for joining us anyways, Lisa. Jody, same thing. I'm glad you guys did some of the class anyways. Courtney, you have a great weekend too, Courtney. Great job. Lacey, happy Friday to you as well. We're gonna get after it. It's Friday. I want you guys to go enjoy your day. If you have a favorite move, let me know here real quickly, or maybe message me on Instagram and you can say, oh, I loved this move from today, or please never do that move ever again. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Do some stuff that you love this weekend that makes you feel good. Lacey, the move on the toes, the one where you push your knee out, where you alternate. Is that what you're talking about? I'm assuming. And yes, I felt this entire class in my backside like no other today. So that move was killing me and it worked so well. Thank you for that feedback. All right, we'll see you guys soon.